Hi, hello everybody. My name is Romario, and in this video I will show you how to create a note app with Laravel, MySQL, and using Authentication to keep my notes private. So it's like the other videos that I record. This video is to me to learn about English, so I am trying to do my better in English. It's not I don't have a perfect English, but I am training. So let's begin. To this, I will create a new project on Laravel. So I suppose that you have the Laravel CLI installed in your computer. In this case, I'm using Kubuntu, and I will create the project. So Laravel new. I believe that I am correct. Let me see. Yes. So Laravel new and Notes will be the name of my project. Now the composer is installing the necessary packages to Laravel and other things that are in my project. So let's wait just a moment, and I will open the project using the Visual Studio Code. I have some extensions to help me on a PHP project. So let's open the project. Yes. And let me see if it's done. No, but we can continue. So what is the first thing that I will do? I will wait because I have to run the project and configure. Yes, I remember. So in the Laravel we have the file elf.example. That is a example file to configure the Laravel application. So we will copy the file and paste, and let's rename the file. The name needs to be .env, and in this file we will configure our database and the many other things. So let me open the MySQL workbench. The MySQL workbench is an application to manage the database I like to use because it is developed by the MySQL and it is free. So let me connect to my local MySQL server, and let's create a new database. Let me close the tabs that I didn't need, and here I will do the right click and create schema. Here I will put the name Notes, will be the name of our database, and let's apply. This will create a database Notes. I will set this database as default. I will use this database to my queries and everything else. Let me see if it's done. Yes, my application is done. So let's configure our database connection. Our database name is Notes. My database user is root, and my secret, my password is 123. So here in the username and the password you have to put your user and your password. So by now it's just this. I will save the file and let's run the application using the. So let me enter on the directory first. See notes and PHP artisan serve. This will run my application. My application is now running. I will copy the direction and open it on my browser. Oops. No application encryption key has been specified. This is a common problem. Every time we start a project, we have to generate an application key. I don't know why Laravel uses this key, but we need to generate one. So we will stop the serve and run the command to generate the key. Application key set successfully. So if I see application key here, now I will run again, and now it has to run. Okay, now it works. So the another thing that we have to do is to install the authentication package for Laravel. We don't need to program our authentication module because Laravel includes one. It's a very common thing. I believe that the big part, the most of applications needs an authentication module. So Laravel have one to us, and to use this module we just have to run a command is this. So I enter here in security authentication in introduction. Want to get started faster, just run PHP artisan make auth and our PHP artisan migrate in a fresh Laravel application. This will include an authentication module to our system. So let me run the auth. It generates okay, and now I will run the migration. I believe that this will create the user table to us. So let me see here and refresh the notes. Yes, it creates a user name, users table, and password resets table. Probably this is used to reset the user's passwords, and the migrations table that it's used by Laravel to control the migration that we run. So now I will come back here on the application. I have to run it again. It's PHP serve. Let's run, and now we have the two links, one link to login and one link to register. So I come here to the link register and I will fill my data. Romario, my mail, Romario, G2H, and password I will use 123 and 123 just for test. This is not enough. I have to use 8 digits password. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I unlock it. So with this I have an application that can do login. It's very simple and very fast to start an application with Laravel. So in the next part we have to do is to begin to create the notes table to store our notes. To create the new table, we will use the Laravel migrations. So to create the migration is used to control the database versions. So if another person will work with this project, the only thing that he have to do is to run the migrations that I have on my project, and this will create the tables and put registers on the table. So it's very useful to control and to work with other developers. So to create a new migration, I will run the command that the documentation indicates. I will copy and replace with what I need. Let's put. I will create a table called notes. This parameter create is to help us to make a migration more complete. I will don't need to do some things on my new class. So we'll create notes table. Let's run. This will create our migration. I will come back to Visual Studio Code, and here in database migrations I can see my new migration, create nodes table. So how you can see this the parameter create and the value nodes creates to me a class that created a table with the name nodes and an ID that is auth increment and the timestamps fields. So let's continue to create the other fields that we will need. So let's see on the Laravel documentation how's the structure. So we will need something for a name and something for the text inside our node. So let me put here the string, that this will create a field for a string. The name will be name, or better, title. This is the title of our node. And let me search about text. Yes, this is the list of the column types. So I need to create a long text. So we will do table long text. Very good. And the name will be note or text. I believe text is better. And another thing that I want to put too is the color. So the color will be a string too. We can use the hexadecimal notation to express the color that we want to our node. So the name will be color. So now I can run this migration, and this will create my table. So what I have to do is PHP artisan migrate. Let's see on the MySQL workbench and refresh the tables list, and now we have the table nodes. How you can see, I have the ID, the title, the text, the color, the create add, and the update add. The create add and the update add, it's very useful to know when the record was created or when the record was updated. So the next step we have to do is to create a model. We have a model example that is the user model. Is authenticable model. If you see at the authenticable, it extends model. This is what we have to do with the notes model. I just will see if the PHP, the artisan, has something to create a model to me. So let's see on basics. Model no, architecture concepts, database open dot. We can find it here. No, architecture concepts no, basics no, front-end no, security no. Deeper, no. Here, maybe here, no. Locator URL, maybe we get started in the locator OR, yeah. Yes, here. Here we have an introduction for models, so here we have the comments to create a model. So let's run it. Will be the PHP artisan make model notes. I like to use the models names and the tables names in plural because it's a strange, because Laravel user here, this the default model, the model that we have as an example is the name is user, but the table name is users. So I will give a chance to not plural names. So our model will be note. Run it, and that is it. We have a note model. Let me check in the user model the other things that I can put. Nothing more. Right now it's just this. So now we have a Laravel application that we can log in with, we can register, we can log in, and we have a notes table to, in the next class, to we begin to store the notes, and we have a model, a very simple model to note. So in the next class we will see how to start to create the notes and to store the notes using our model with the Laravel locate. So bye, I see you in the next class. Thank you.